Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg, and I'm going to go over the cryptocurrency market, Bitcoin, some other assets. If you just landed here, do me a huge favor, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Be greatly appreciated. And new subscribers, I do appreciate you. Welcome to my channel. I have a different outlook than I do in the rest of the cryptocurrency market. So since I have some new subscribers and people that are new to the channel, I'm going to explain to you why, in my opinion, what I'm going to be doing is I'm positioning myself for the market to go up. Okay. And this is not financial advice. I think the market is going to go up. I'm going to explain to you why I think that in the simplest terms that I can, not looking at just one asset, which is Bitcoin. Okay. I'm just going to look at the cryptocurrency market. Now, I want to guys caution you just a little bit. There are some canary in the coal mines. A couple of the canary in the coal mines are like, for example, maybe the traditional financial markets like the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. What are they going to be doing? Who knows at this point? So I'm keeping track of that. So things can change quick. Remember that. Things can change quick. You can be bullish and then bam, you have to flip bear. So for example, if Bitcoin is perhaps going to be going down to 10,000, then I would flip bearish and then, I would be riding it down at 10,000. I don't think so. I'm just using that as an example. So don't take that as fact. I don't think Bitcoin's going to $10,000, guys. If it is, it's going to take it a long time. It's going to swing back up. I made previous videos. It's going to need to swing back up and then come back down. And then it might get to $10,000 at like the middle of next summer or something like that. Now also too, is I wanted to present this information and give you guys the bigger picture of it just on the cryptocurrency side of it, okay? Using other assets in the crypto market, not using the traditional financial markets, not using the DXY, not using the 10-year notes. Those all come into play too, so I keep track of that. But I don't want to make this too confusing. I want to try to keep this as simple as possible so I can paint a picture for just regular everyday people that want to learn about this. This is more for not only for me, not only do I enjoy do this because I don't make any there's nothing in here. I'm doing this because I enjoy it. I want to be able to maybe teach some people and those who want to learn along the way. Hey, great. Are we going to have the haters along the way? Those are going to come. I'm not worried about that. That's to be expected. Just to let you know something. If you're out in the business world and people like you all the time, you ain't doing it right. They should be hating you probably more than they like you. FYI, just take a look at the media, people that are out there in business. They don't say nice things to you. So that just comes with the territory, guys. It's not a big deal. So I am not worried about it. I've learned to take darts and just deal with it and move on or fight back. All right, guys, here's the deal. I'm going to go over Bitcoin real quick, overall cryptocurrency market, and let you know why I think you have a higher probability of Bitcoin has found a bottom or it's close to a bottom, and it's going to go up. And in my opinion, it's going to go up there. I'm going to try to do this in the simplest terms as I can. So for one, I went back in history. I talked to some people back, they were March of 2020. I wasn't there March 2020 in the cryptocurrency market, March of 2020 and over here in December 2018. Okay. You know what the word on the street was back then? Word on the street. Okay. I'm going to go here just to give you an example. I'm going to put the food for thought in here. Okay. When Bitcoin was right here, right there, you know what they said? Bitcoin can't go up. They're raising rates. Bitcoin can't go up because they're raising rates. Just a little something to think about. And what did they say over here? Bitcoin can't go up. Why? Government shut down the economy. And look what it did. Okay. In both cases. So now we're over here. Now we're over here. What are they saying? Bitcoin can't go up. They're raising rates. Inflation. No way. Right? So think about it, guys. So let's just put that a little bit in perspective. Okay. A little bit in perspective. Now here's Bitcoin. Here's Bitcoin's chart. All right. You have an overall pattern. I don't have the whole thing. I'm not on the BLX. The BLX is missing some data, but we have enough data here to take a look at this. All right. So here it is, 2018 bear market. Here it is in the RSI. Here it is over here, taking everything out. I made those videos taking everything out. You do have a bullish cross down there in the MACD. Okay. So that could be a false signal. Let's take that food for thought. So you see the pattern that Bitcoin has here, guys? You see that? Just take a look at that pattern that it has right there. Okay. Now keep that in your mind. Let's remove all the media and all the news. Try to take 10 minutes of your time and just say, I am going to investigate the data. I'm going to investigate the charts and take a look at the charts and see what kind of message is the data telling me. What's the message data? Not what the media is telling you. What is the data telling you? Just do that for 10 minutes of that right there, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to another chart over here. I'm going to show you Ethereum. This is Ethereum on CoinTrader Pro because I have all the data on Ethereum right there. You see Ethereum? Looking pretty good. And you come back down in here and you can see how low that is in the RSI down there too, guys. Okay? Ethereum already has a wave off of there. Okay? People are still talking about this going down. So just think about that. You see the pattern? See the pattern here? That pattern that it's doing? So here's the low 2018 bear market right there. Here's where we are right now, guys. Okay, that's Ethereum. I'm gonna go to some other charts. Here's another. I picked some cryptocurrencies. Here's Cardano, one of the top cryptocurrencies, right? Cardano in March 2020 blasted up. We know why. This third wave right here. Why did Cardano do the third wave? Well, the Fed was pumping money into the economy. But look where it is down here, guys. You see that? It's all the way down here, taking everything out, and it's over here right now. Made videos on Cardano. I think you have a shot of Cardano's going to go into the box. You see the pattern there? Same pattern as Bitcoin and Ethereum, guys. This pattern, all three of those patterns are not, if you think about it reasonably, those patterns are not telling you through the charts. Think about it, through the charts and the data are not telling you that, oh, I want to go down. I don't think so. I don't think so. Here's another one. It's popular coin, top 10 coin. Here's XRP. I have a different opinion on XRP of what I think it's going to do. Some people think some third waves over there. I don't agree with that, but that's a different discussion. I think XRP has one last hoorah in it. It's probably going to go up one more time, and it's going to do another correction. See down here in the RSI? It's right down there. All the way down. Looks like did a third wave move, took a long correction, and it's getting ready to probably do something over there. But the facts remain is down here in the RSI. It's taking everything out. Okay? Same pattern, basically. Here's another one, Chainlink. Chainlink is almost like Cardano, right? Massive third wave that it did up here. When did this start? See, 18, and then when was it able to take off? Here's the 2020, March 2020 is able to finish it off. So it did a wave, finish it off, and now it's over here. Look at the RSI of Chainlink, guys. This is RSI is so low, the lowest it's ever been, taking everything out, and it's sitting right over here. Kind of like Cardano, kind of like Bitcoin, kind of like Ethereum, kind of like all the other assets. So let's go over some other assets, take a look at that. Another big asset here, we got BNB, guys. You see BNB? BNB, I don't have all the data over here. I think I'm missing just a little bit, but it's going into a pattern there. You see this? RSI came back to where it was a 2018 bear market. Now it's over here, back over there. You have a bullish cross down there. Could that be a false signal? It could be. It could be. If all the charts have false MACD bullish cross signals, all of them are fake. There's one big fake out. These charts telling you it's just one big fake out and they're just going down. Okay? That's what the bears are telling you. But I don't think so. You go through this, you can see BNB. BNB is a little bit different. It's third wave ended there. It's been a long drawn out fourth wave. Long drawn out. That's a sideways fourth wave. You take off the line chart. You see that? You see that sideways. You see its second wave was more deep. The opposite of the other one. So you take a look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what I see right there with BNB, guys. What this data is telling me. Telling me it wants to go up there. All right, so I have another one too. I'm going to go through some smaller assets. Also, well, not smaller assets. I'll go through, what I want to do is go through total two, or the total market cap, right? Here it is, 2018 bear market. There it is in the RSI. It's gone up, came over here right now. It's taking everything out. So if you draw a line from here to here, you know what that is? That's hidden bullish divergence, telling you it wants to go up. Long term. You see that? Bullish cross down there. I'm just letting you guys take a look at this stuff. The overall picture. Here's total two. This is Ethereum. This is everything but Bitcoin. Move. RSI data all the way down there. Bullish cross. Looks pretty good. What's the data telling you? What's it going to do? More than likely, in my opinion, looks like it's trying to go up, guys, to me. It's attempting to go up, struggling to go up right now. Here's a total 3. This is all the coins except Bitcoin and Ethereum. Yeah, similar pattern once again. RSI over then taking everything out. 2018 bear market. You got a bullish cross down there. Like I said, those can be false signals, and there it is right there. Looking like it wants to do. Looks like it has one more move up there. Okay. Here's a couple other smaller assets. Matic is set up in the same way. Look at the overall big picture. For those who don't know, this is a Matic right here. I made a video when that happened, like right before. I said, guys, that's probably coming down right there. That 31 cents in area. I was hoping to get a little bit lower. That 31 cents, Matic probably found its 4th wave bottom, and it's going to go back up here. Okay. For those that don't know, they're new to my channel. This is a parallel channel where the third wave went under the channel and over the channel to complete it and came back down. So now it's back in the channel. Okay, to finish off the wave. That 5th wave more likely won't go out of the channel, in my opinion. So, and then just one last one, eGold or Elron up onto a 3rd wave. Take a look at the data down here. You know, starting to get across down there too. And it's looking like it's probably going to hang out in this area. It could do a throw under. This is not a big deal for eGold. These are very common to happen to come outside the channel and do what's called a throw under. Okay. For those that don't know, throw unders are very good signals. They come outside the channel and they go back up. Matic is a good example of that over here. You have your channel and it came out, throw under, and what it do? Throw over up top. So that could happen with maybe a coin like this. And I wouldn't be surprised if it is going to do something like that, because this has a low, limited supply. Maybe it is going to go blast up and do a nice wave run. Who knows at this point? Can't predict the future, but I can look at data and get an overall picture of what's going on with all these assets. And all these assets, back to Bitcoin, all these assets are telling me that it's looking like there's going to be an attempt for a move up. Okay. So now there's the confusion with Bitcoin. What's Bitcoin doing? All right. Because of this wave right here. Very common for people to say this is ended right here and this is a bear market. Don't believe that. Don't believe that. This is a 4th wave correction for Bitcoin, in my opinion. And I'll be able to give you a little bit explanation on that. So you put this on a line chart. You take out that 2nd wave wick. Bitcoin is a little bit different, say, than like BNB. So it came up on this wave, corrected here in 2nd, went up on this wave and corrected down and went up here. What I think that happened right here that's making everybody confused with Bitcoin is that this is a extension of the 3rd wave. Okay. And then this right here, this section right here on Bitcoin is the 4th wave. So you can see typically what you want to look for with waves is the opposite. Okay. So one of the waves will be sideways, and one of the waves will be deep. In this instance, this 2nd wave without the wicks is more sideways, and then this 4th wave over here is more deep, as you can see. And it's not a bear market because this is a 4th wave. Once it comes up here, as an example, then it'll be into a bear market like it is over here, guys. The cycle is not complete. So if they're talking about, let's say, this extended cycle theory, which I really don't agree with, because it's just all speculation. The cycle for Bitcoin is a 5-wave cycle. That's one cycle, correct it, another 5-wave, correct it. Those are cycles. So you have the cycle here, it just extended 3rd wave. I'll be able to explain why I think that this is most likely going to end up being the whole 3rd wave from here to here, came back down to a 4th, and they can go back up. Okay. Now, the other thing is too, you see this over here, this massive wave that it did, and this wave is bigger than this wave. So this is a lower sequence than this wave. The correction that you have here, okay, is going to match this wave, okay, in time, what it did right here. Therefore, over here, you're going to have less time. You're going to have less time over here. So if this wave took, let's just count that wave, took 364 days, you should have a wave. If you thought you were in a bear market, you should have a wave over here. It should be less. This wave should be less than 364 days over here. And 31 October is 364 days from that top, okay? Because this is a bigger sequence wave over here. This is a lower sequence. These, so what I'm saying is, as time goes on, the bigger the sequence, the bigger the corrections. And as time goes on, the lower the sequence, the smaller the corrections in magnitude and in time, okay? I hope that makes sense. Now, the reason I'm going to say that's a third wave is that if you look at other assets, and we'll use Ethereum as an example, okay? Let me go over to the Ethereum chart. You see Ethereum in this parallel channel that it came up. Here's a third wave peak of that third wave. I'm going to blow this up a little bit so you can see it. You can see for Ethereum, when it hit its peak was 10 May of 21, and it came down and did a correction. This correction from here to here was only 40 days. This was only 40 days, guys. 40 days from this peak to the bottom of that correction was 40 days, 40. Let me make that clear. And it stayed on top of that channel, okay? To me, in my opinion, this is clearly a third wave extension on Ethereum, okay? So what Ethereum did was 1, 2, all the way over here's your third wave, which is confusing people because they're trying to go from here to cycle top to this to cycle top, okay? Your most momentum is going to be over here, you see? But you have corrections in here that go with this correction, okay? So to say that this correction goes with this 250-day correction probably isn't correct. So if you take this correction like so, I got more or less 266 days. And if I come up here to this top in that area, wherever it peaked, I think it was right about there, and I look at this correction, see, 217 days. It's deeper and shorter, and this is more sideways and a little bit longer, in my opinion, with Ethereum. So this wave goes with this wave. And if you take it off the line chart, you can see this second wave was more sideways. This wave, extended third wave, is making the fourth wave more deep. Typically, what happens is second waves are deep, fourth waves are sideways. In this instance, it's backwards, kind of like Bitcoin. You take a look at other charts too, like as an example, Matic over here, and its fifth wave over here had a a deeper fourth wave. And the reason they're having these deeper fourth waves, in my opinion, is because they have an extended third wave. So the fourth wave is going to be deeper. And if they go back to Ethereum, that's one of the reasons why a lot of people think that this is some sort of bear market. I'll put back on the candles. People think this is some sort of bear market right here, guys, is because this third wave was so extended that it had to correct it to do a deep fourth wave. Unlike over here where it went up, it didn't go up very much, and it ends up being more of a sideways second wave. So that brings us back to Bitcoin. The same thing with Bitcoin. The confusion with Bitcoin, in my opinion, is that the correction in here with Bitcoin was 120 days. So it seems reasonable to say, okay, this is 120 days. This correction down here took 266 days, more or less. Okay, so it seems reasonable to go, this correction goes with that correction. But in Bitcoin's case, it's a little bit different, probably a bigger asset, and took more time and ended its correction like right around February. So up there at the top, it was February 21. When in the case of Ethereum, it was May of 21, 3 months later, and has shallower correction. Because why? It's more bullish. It's actually more bullish than Bitcoin. So Bitcoin did its correction, finished off its third wave to hit the peak of that parallel channel, and it had to come down deep into a fourth wave, unlike this second wave, to be able to correct this extended third wave, if that makes sense. So that's why I think that the markets are going to be bullish. Could there be more downside with Bitcoin? A little bit more. Could it break the lows? It could. Could I be wrong? I could. But to me, if you look at the overall data, the overall picture of what's going on and the sentiment and everything, and look at the past of what people said about Bitcoin and everything, it makes more sense to me that you have a better shot of this going up. $10,000 Bitcoin, it's going to need to go up a lot more, in my opinion, like probably at least $28,000 or $30,000 to make a wave up here to bring back down to go down to $10,000. Reason I say that is because of this down here. This, in my opinion, in the RSI data, the momentum is so low, guys, that it's not set up for a massive, massive dump like that. Could it happen? Is it possible that it could happen? It's possible. Is it probable? Not probable, in my opinion. Not probable, in my opinion. You'd want to see this get wound up, be dragged back up here in the RSI, and then it could set itself up for 10,000 to a 50% drop down to 10K, guys. In my opinion, just looking at it reasonably, taking away the media, looking at everything else, just doesn't make sense to me to have that dump right there. So that's the end of my video, guys. If you made it all the way to the end, I do appreciate you. Hope some of it makes sense. I try to make it clear as I possibly could and present the information, the data, going through everything in the crypto market. Now that excludes other data from the traditional financial markets and other things you want to take a look at, like the DXY, the 10-year notes, the 2-year notes, and things like that. However, I do keep track of that, and things are looking promising down the road for both of them because they're peaking, in my opinion. So at some point, in those assets going to start going down, and then this right here, risk on assets can go up. Thanks for watching. Peace.